Last night, Tiana and I saw the new Toy Story movie, and while waiting for snacks, there was a really goofy looking Buzz Lightyear doll I took a picture of and made a joke about on my Instagram page. And then Tiana reminded me that the Chucky movie also came out. And when she mentioned that and I was holding the Buzz Lightyear doll, I had like a fucking Winter Soldier episode. All these repressed memories from my childhood just filled my fucking skull. And I remembered a really scary item from my childhood that I'd like to share with all of you today during this show and tell. Look at this. This used to haunt the toy closet of my childhood. This doll is of me. Here's a reference picture that it's kind of based on. So my mom got this made to look like me when I was 4 years old or something like that. And then she put it in my toy closet. And every time I was afraid to go to the fucking top shelf because this is where this dude was residing. That was his domain. Those toys never got fucking touched. There were spider webs on that shit because this thing was just scaring me. And I don't mean to say it right in front of him, but it was fucking terrifying. It still is. It's a scary doll. I don't know what the fuck my mom was thinking. Even getting him was scary because my mom found him today. And then my dog went ballistic barking at him as I went over to get him. And that doesn't happen. That's like straight out of a fucking every generic horror movie ever where the dog's barking at the evil thing. So this whole adventure through this childhood scary item has been truly unnerving. I'm not one to really believe in the paranormal, but goddamn, it's just a really scary little doll. It's pretty accurate though, so I have to give compliments to the company that made it. They did a really good job making it look like the picture my mom sent them, and I have to wonder what the fuck my parents were thinking making this. This is truly the stuff of a nightmare. And I just wanted to share this with all of you. Don't get dolls made after your child or after yourself or anything. It's a weird recipe for disaster. It just feels odd. No, there's no winners in that scenario. It's just fucking creepy. Again, I'm not really one to believe in the paranormal and use codename Kids Next Door gadgets to check out haunted places where you have like 2 metal dildos on top of some pipe cleaner that spin around if there's a spirit nearby. I don't really subscribe to that belief idea or anything, but this guy right here makes me want to get some holy water and like rub his nipples with it just to be safe, just to err on the side of caution. It's just a weird deal. I really don't know why my parents sent for it. I don't know what company was making this. Wouldn't it be quite the fucking plot twist if this was like Apple's first foray into the business world? Instead of computers, they started pumping out like creepy dolls or some shit. I'd really like to know what company made this, but my parents don't remember. I don't know what it is. Honestly, that sounds like the plot to a horror movie. It turns out it was like some wizard in some fucking abandoned cabin in the woods making these dolls or something with some all types of spells and shit. This is the kind of shit you would read about on a creepypasta or like a 4chan board at 3 a.m. and you're like, there's no way that could exist. No parents would ever get a carbon copy of their child as a stuffed doll, a really scary looking stuffed doll. It just wouldn't happen. And then here's proof. It does happen. I've had this for as long as I can remember, and I've always been kind of scared of it. If you listen to the official podcast, you know that my parents also used to have a wax Humphrey Bogart figure, like a 6'5" Humphrey Bogart. This thing was just as scary, if not scarier, than Humphrey Bogart, because this guy was right up in my toy shit, and that made it hard because I had to. If I ever wanted to even look near that closet, I would see him. So Humphrey Bogart and this guy were like a tag team of nightmares for my childhood. We don't have the Humphrey Bogart wax statue anymore, but if I ever find it in like a dumpster or maybe like a witch's house or something, I'll be sure to show it with all of you and share some stories. But I thought I might as well bring this bad boy out. It's a little early for Halloween, but I hope this hasn't spooked you out too hard. And that's about it. See ya. Jesus Christ, even just doing that just felt weird. I don't know, this doll thing, I don't have like a fear of dolls or anything, but there's just something about this one that just, it's scary. I don't know, man. But yeah, again, that's it. See ya. No waving from the doll this time. Just normal sign off. See ya.